Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Once again, my name is Brandon. I make reaction content here on YouTube. I make music reactions here, TV and film. I'm on a second channel, and I have a Let's Play channel now where I'm starting to do video games. It's much more casual. I just wanted something else that I could do where I could kind of relax, didn't have to analyze things, and we could just kind of hang out. I may be live streaming once Final Fantasy Rebirth comes out. I'm thinking about doing that one live, but I'm still kind of learning that. If you would like to support me in that way, or if you enjoy that kind of content, I'll leave those links and all my socials in my allmylinks.com/that'snotacting link in the description down below. Check that out. But now we're jumping into Ren. It's been a long time since I've done anything of his, and that's kind of a travesty, but I haven't been posting a lot on this channel recently because of other things that are going on. I'm just really busy. Been sick recently, still not feeling great, but I really wanted to do something for Ren. He's been putting out some new content lately, and I haven't checked out anything of his since Money Game 3. So I'm just going to jump into it. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. You know how this works. By liking, disliking, letting me know how much you love this music, how much you love my commentary, how much you hate me and wish that I'd stop making videos. Whatever you want to say, leave it in the comments down below. But for now, we're just going to jump into this. This is Ren singing something, Fred Again mashup. Let's just jump into it. Cool. Love his live stuff.
Sailing in the chopper road, killing like we vultures. I became a queen when I rode with them brothers.
Dude, check the vocals, man. Beautiful.
20 line, I eat nightmares for supper.
Totally in it too.
Brow on command, how sick come on another. Cause there ain't no love in the jungle. Ain't no, ain't no love in the jungle. Ain't no, pull me out of this.
All right. So just really quickly, just a couple of comments. His performance is really strong. Obviously, you can definitely tell that. I mean, he's just doing something that he really loves to do. He's really enjoying himself. He's performing holistically. He's giving the story, both with the lyrics, sure, but in different things that he's doing with his voice physically, the textures he's layering in, also in his body language, the way he's holding himself, and his facial expressions are really on point. He's really showing, just allowing himself to get lost in the music, really, and just being in that moment and sharing that with us. And that's really beautiful. I really do love, I want to say unpolished, but I don't want people to take that the wrong way. I just like the raw way that he records these videos. He doesn't worry about making sure that every note on the guitar comes through absolutely pristinely. He doesn't worry about making sure every note that he sings is perfect, or that he cleans up the vocals just so that there's no extra breath and things, and you don't want to hear clicks or from the guitar, especially, or moments when maybe he didn't quite connect or whatever on a certain note on the strings. There's a certain reality to his performances that's really fun to watch, and I think is missing from a lot of music. I was watching some videos the other day. I've noticed it for a long time, but I came across a video that was really talking about the way we've begun to essentially, like we do with Insta filters and things for our faces, we're doing that on sites like TikTok or Instagram with our vocals as well. People who post these singing videos of them in their kitchens or living rooms, and it's supposed to be really organic and natural. They're holding the mic, they're setting it up to look like they're doing it live, but it's blatantly obvious that these are pre-recorded, that there are multiple takes being put together, that there's auto-tune and other effects on the voices, just giving the illusion of reality, but all polished up and made to be as pristine and precise as possible. And I think that personally, I just look at it and think that I'm missing out, because there's something really beautiful about a raw live vocal, about a raw live performance that you can't get once you get it into a studio and an engineer gets their hands on it and really kind of tunes everything up and makes it perfect. I'm not saying everything needs to be that way. Obviously, studio albums are studio albums. But whenever you have a live performance, I want to hear all of the subtleties. I want to hear the human element. I want to hear all the little things that are so unique to that performance that you won't get again. This will never be played exactly this way ever again, because it's a real human performance. It's a real human expression. And that, to me, has its own layer of beauty. There's a very specific element to performances like this that you only get whenever the artist is brave enough to be completely live, to play completely raw and they say unplugged, but just without all of the extra filters and processing on the vocals and on the instruments. It's so beautiful. And that's one of the reasons I love Ren so much. It's one of the things I love so much about his music. Love, by the way, the guy just floating around with the handheld too.
Everybody on a little mission. Money makes you go missing. I get anyone in or Insta. Everybody, leave me alone. Her boobies getting lifted. She wanna get lit. Fucking up, I'm bottling. Everybody. Leave me alone.
Oh, there was pain.
Alone. Leave me alone.
In those last couple of everybody's
Leave me alone.
very expressive.
Alone. Leave me alone. Courage my soul. It won't be very long. Though the night is dark, it keeps me holding on. God bless my soul. It won't be very long. And though the night is dark, it keeps me holding on. Okay, we're going to go back, but there was just a couple of things there that I really, really loved. One, oh goodness. So there were times there when just that texture that he was adding to his voice and a couple of those repetitions, when he really squeezed down on it, made it super tight, really it communicated to me one of the themes of the songs, of this feeling of being restrained, being tied in, being trapped, being pressured, was really evident. And there was a moment there, I'm trying to remember exactly, and there was another one, obviously, a couple of phrases later. But another thing that I did notice too, there was a moment there when the tempo got very irregular, just for just a couple of notes. It just felt like the tempo sped up a little bit unintentionally. And those are some of the things that I love. There are just moments of imperfection that you don't get in a recorded studio album or a studio version of a song that you're getting here, that just feels so organic and so real. And I mean, I get a lot of angry comments whenever I suggest that somebody's favorite artist isn't, quote, perfect. There's nothing valuable about perfection in art. Perfection in art has no value. If everything was done perfectly in multiple pieces of art, then there's no variance. There's no eccentricities. There's no little flips and turns and no twists and nothing unexpected. Everything is exactly where you would think that it would be. So by the time you experience it, it almost feels like a repetition, like a rerun that's expected is the word that keeps coming to mind. No surprises, the change, the individuality. Those are the things that make a piece of art really special. And so, no, this is not perfect. There are notes that aren't hitting right on the guitar. There are moments when the tempo shifts unexpectedly in ways that I don't think the artist intended. Just barely. Obviously, he's an incredibly talented musician. So these things that happen, when they happen, he will correct them quickly. And that's perfect. That's great. Not perfect, but it's wonderful.
but those little things that do happen, those are what's making this special for me. Whenever he performs live like this, those are the things that I see as the most beautiful aspect of the whole piece, because it makes it very unique to him. It makes it very unique to this performance, not even just this song, because like I said, it'll never be played the same again, but it makes it very unique to him as an artist. And it makes it very unique for me as an audience member, as a listener or a viewer. And it's those kinds of unique moments are not overly common anymore. And that just makes it a much more enjoyable experience to me. I'm going to go back a little bit and listen to a little bit of that last section again.
And though the night is dark, it keeps me holding on. I've been lost, I've been lost, I've been lost.
All that texture.
I've been lost for a while, but I'm really trying. I've been lost, I've been lost, I've been lost, I've been lost for a while, but I'm really trying.
The way he just spoke.
I've been lost, I've been lost.
The last words of those phrases is beautiful.
Lost, I've been lost for a while, but I'm really trying. I've been lost, I've been lost, I've been lost, but I'm really trying.
That's beautiful, man. Beautifully performed. And I really love the decision on the camera to just have one guy floating around with it handheld like that for one take, just like that. It was so great. Anyway, that was Ren, Fred Again mashup. I don't know what any of that means. I don't know which parts of that were different songs. I didn't recognize those songs from anywhere. I don't know if they were his. I don't know if I don't know. I don't know anything about that, guys. If you want to let me know about that, you can let me know in the comments. I'd love to read about it. But that was Ren, Fred Again mashup. That was a really, really great performance. Loved it. I needed that right now. I needed something to help reinvigorate me and to give me a little bit of a lift. And Ren is always good for that. I'm going to try to get back to some more of his content in the coming days. I've been slacking on this channel for a while. I'm going to try to get back and go through a few of the newer recordings from some of the artists that you guys really enjoyed hearing from, and some of the artists that I miss dearly since I've kind of stepped away from the channel, or at least I used to post 5 or 7, sometimes 10 videos a week here, and now I'm doing maybe 2 a week, maybe one every week, something like that. So I'm going to try to get back to it, but thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. If you're a fan of Ren's, the link to the video will be in the description. You'll also find the link to all my socials and everything in the All My Links link that is in the description down below. I need to find a better way to say that, but there is an allmylinks.com/thatsnotacting link in the description. You'll find my other channels. Check out my gaming channel. It's brand new. If you enjoy that kind of content, I really love you over there. It's super small, just getting started, kind of figuring it out, but I would love the support and love more of you to hang out over there. And yeah, check out the Patreon if you want to get different things in full length and uncut and all that kind of stuff, different perks and all that over there on my Patreon. I'd love to have you over there. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate you. Please remember, as always, to be kind to each other, and most importantly, be kind to yourself.